Hello everyone. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you're coming from, depending what your background is on tone. Here we are talking about all things about tone, more than about tone, of course, DeFi and anything that comes to the opportunities. And today I have a very exclusive, very special guest, Alex. Alex, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
Yeah, hello everyone. All good. Thanks for inviting me. Very appreciate this. Chilling, working, everything in balance.
That's good.
Excited to the stream session.
Life in balance. That's actually good. But before we start, can you please share a little bit of story of Yeva and how you became a part of it?
Sure. The story of Eva started for now already more than 2 years ago. um, it came up to me initially the idea of creating lending protocol on Ton blockchain because it was lacking that days. It's been a while. The Ton was super different that time. Very small amount of people which you could talk about Ton. Very few Ton believers, only real hardcore OGs. So after I saw this opportunity, I gathered a team and we started doing EVA. First, we went to Ton Global Hackathon, which we participated and won some prizes there as well. And from that moment, we started our big journey of EVA, where we started working on EVA full time, putting all our work into this product and developing it.
Life has been a journey, and you have been part of this journey for quite a while. So, when we're talking about liquid staking, of course, there are many questions arising. Like, is it the same as just usual staking? No, it's not. It has a lot of opportunities and benefits, such as flexibility, decentralization, and of course, safety. But what is leverage staking? That is something new, I'm sure. So, maybe you can go through it and share a little bit more with our community too.
Sure. So before we get to the what is leverage staking, we need to understand what is staking and what is leverage here. So in terms of staking, we have liquid staking, which is basically Tonstakers. It gives you opportunity to stake your Ton or in other chains and other tokens and receive your LP token, which is called in our case tsTON. And this tsTON you can utilize and use on other products, protocols, and stuff. And one of those protocols is EVA. So what is EVA? Let's get to the second part. EVA is a lending protocol which gives you opportunity to supply such tokens as tsTON or TON or other stablecoin, for example, USDT, and then borrow against this token. Why to do this, right? So this is exactly where I get into leverage staking because the EVA protocol and staker combination gives you opportunity to amplify your staking API. Let's take an example. Usually, if you stake on Tonstakers, you get approximately 3.7 or around that annual interest rate on your Ton. It's good, it's safe, and you don't need to do anything. But what if I tell you that we can add a couple more steps and double your interest rate? And it will take you, I don't know, 15 minutes at most if you do it first time, and later it's even faster. And you'll get like 7%, 7+ percent on your staking without any additional market risks. Of course, you use two protocols. Now you need to think about two protocols. But in general, you get a super opportunity to get 2x from your initial interest rate on your Ton. You don't need to buy stable coins. You don't need to put a trade or do something else extra. You just need to do a little bit of work by the hands. So now let's get directly what is leverage staking. Leverage staking, you put your Ton to Tonstakers. First, you get your 3.7% interest rate on your classic liquid staking. Then you take this stake Ton, tsTON, you put it to EVA, And through EVA, you borrow TON against your tsTON. And of course, you can borrow less amount than you supply, because we in EVA, and this concept is about over collateralized lending. It means you provide more as a collateral than you borrow. So then you borrow TON and you return it to Tonstakers. And you do this leverage cycle, which is called leverage staking. This is in a very nutshell to start, let's say.
Is it like more pro DeFi, middle DeFi, or OG DeFi style?
Yeah, I would say leverage staking is, let's say, early plus level, where early is just you put your ton to Tonstakers, you get your 3.7. But if you want to just double, but I mean, double is really good without any like super extra risks, market risks. It's and you need to spend like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes to figure out how to do it. So I think, yeah, it's like entry plus level, and almost everybody can handle it.
So speaking of the risks and speaking of the safe game when it comes to different kind of actions with the assets, what do you think is the max leverage can be achieved safely?
So if you take normally, usually if you don't want to spend, I don't know, 25 minutes, you want to spend, I don't know, 10 minutes, you can achieve double with doing 2-3 cycles of this leverage. So you put your ton to Tonstakers, then you put your ton test ton to EVA, then you borrow ton, put again and again, and you do 2-3 cycles. You already get pretty good leverage, around 5 and something percent. We'll get back to it a little later. But if you really wanna max it out, you can do 6 cycles or 7 cycles, or even go further. But I think after 7th cycle, it doesn't make sense, because it goes to limit at some point, and you will just, you know, get extra small percentage. The more cycles you do, the less like less leverage you get. So totally, I would say for most of us, people who just want to get a little extra more yield, I mean, not a little, but 2 times more, it's like 2-3 times, maybe 4, it's more than enough. And if we talk about risks, there are of course risks, but much less than if you do, like for example, if you take your Tonstakers and put it to liquidity pools, you have impermanent loss on dexes, you have other stuff, or even if you put your Tonstakers to EVA and borrow USDT stablecoins, there is also such strategies which are a little more complex for medium and maybe professionals. So they require more of your attention, more of like they include market risks. But in these terms, there is no market risk. And what I mean by market risk is meaning that on lending protocol like EVA, there is such a concept as liquidation. And when you borrow something, it takes a look at prices which you borrow. And if your borrow becomes more expensive than what you provide, your collateral gets liquidated to balance these sheets. However, with Tonstakers, we don't have this market risk. Of course, ton price and Tonstakers price differ, but this difference is basically automated, and it doesn't get you liquidated. This is a main plus of such strategy, of such entry strategy. So you use this no market risk approach and evade liquidations. And liquidations is the worst thing you wanna do. So leverage wisely here. However, we also need to talk about risks. Of course, there are, because we are in DeFi, we're in crypto. There are always risks, and everyone should know about them. Of course, it's technical risk. If we talk about this, Tonstakers has its own technical risks, including price of tsTON, and EVA has its own risk, including also prices, oracles, or some smart contract risk. But we EVAA and Tonstakers pay a lot of attention to tech stuff. I can say that. And we spend a lot of budgets to it. We do audits, we pay a lot of time and spend a lot of time on auditing, on verifying code, and writing good quality code. So we validate these tech issues. And that's what you need to know. However, yeah, don't put all your money in one strategy. It's crazy. So always put it in different baskets, so you're safe here, and use it for your own advantage.
For sure. Keep them mindful, as I like to say. So, of course, participating in the EVA protocol, you also can receive XPs. So, let's cover this part: what XPs are, what they are for, and how you actually how can you multiply them by being active on chain.
Yeah. So XP concept is, in a nutshell, it's a point system on EVA. And these points, XP, EVA XP, will be converted later to EVA token as an extra yield, because you have basic API, which we were talking about. So you, for example, had 3.7, you doubled it, you have 6.5, let's say, or 7. However, we also, from EVA, provide you with EVA XP, which later will be converted to token, EVA token, which will have price, and this will be even extra API. We're not saying the price of EVA XP at this moment. We'll do this later. However, this is very interesting opportunity to get more yield by doing this strategy with Tonstakers and EVA. And if you do this with Tonstakers, we just recently added a bonus of 2 EVA XP for every dollar in this strategy. So this makes this leverage staking thing even more attractive in terms of APYs. We in EVA plan to release before EVA XP will release EVA vouchers, which will be possible to convert your EVA XP to those, and then later to token directly.
Oh wow, already spoilers. But let's talk about what's coming next a little bit later. Do you mind? Please share your screen so we can go through everything and actually see in action how it looks like, if you do know.
Sure. Let me try to do this. Okay, should be working now. Let me know if you see my screen.
Yes, very clear.
Good. So this is earn section, which we implemented with cooperating with Tonstakers. And what you see here, let's start first. First of all, you have wallet, of course, as every DeFi stuff. So you, as you first on EVA, connect your wallet. This will be like step 0 to implement this leverage staking strategy. And then let's take a look at the left side. So here you have DeFi strategies. Now let's focus on Tonstakers. You see here the basic APY, which is approximately 3.7 right now on Tonstakers. And also you see here EVA XP, which we provide for you doing the loops. And as you see, as I move the cursor, the APY by loops is growing. So you receive more yield here. And this is what I was talking about. Because if you do one cycle, it's the biggest gap which you do. You're almost 6%. If you do 2, you're almost 7%. If you do 3, you're 7. Also, you can do like 5, but it's already, you see, getting less and less profitable. But if you have bigger amounts, I guess it makes sense. So let's get now to right side here. First thing, as I told a little earlier, we have connect wallet stuff. Without it, you wouldn't be able to supply your tsTON. Before going here, you need to have tsTON. And to get tsTON, you need to go to Tonstakers and stake your classic tons. And after that, you'll receive your tsTON. After you staked your classic TON in tsTON, you already start receiving your first 3.7% with 0 loops. After you go to EVAA and you supply your tsTON to EVAA, you put here your own tsTON. Unfortunately, I cannot show right now, but you put here your own tsTON, and then you'll see it right here. After this, the second step is to borrow TON against your tsTON. And to borrow TON against your tsTON, you need to go to TON and borrow it. At this moment, I supply TON, so it's not possible, but you'll be able to do it. So supply, deposit tsTON, first step, and it will be checked after you do this. And then the easy step, borrow TON, you press here button, it will open you a window where you can easily borrow. You also press 100% because market risk in these terms doesn't exist. And then you receive on your balance these TONs. You will receive 70% around this of your Tonstakers. For example, you had 100 tsTONs, you put them in here in EVAA, and you receive 70 TONs when you borrow. When you have these 70 TONs, you again go to Tonstakers and put your TONs to Tonstakers. So you had first 100, and now you have 170. So you see, right? After this, you already have 5.6, but 5.7 yield. You almost doubled it from several transactions, and you spend, I don't know, 3 minutes. Then you can repeat the process. You repeat the process, you do the same, you again get your tsTON, put them to EVAA again here, and then you borrow again your TON. Now you had 70 tsTON, you receive 50 TON, and you put them again to Tonstakers. So you have 2, and now you have 6.6, and you proceed with these steps, cycles, how many times you want. You can see what you get. It's dynamic. We count it dynamically, and you can see. So you can choose for you how much yield you'd like to get on your TON with easy steps, which are written here. So yeah, basically, this is in a nutshell, in a very simplified way, what you need to do. And we try to here show the cycle of it. So you understand that it's not just one loop, but also you can do 2, 3, 4, 5. You can go further, but for most cases, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, we actually needed less than 10 minutes to get clear how it works, like you said, which is fascinating to me. I mean, leveraging not only staking experience, but also leveraging your knowledge as a DeFi user and growing a bit in opportunities is cool too.
Also, I need to mention about EVAA XP I was talking about. So you see here, we give EVAA XPs for supplying different assets, not every asset. And Tonstakers has this bonus from us, EVAA XP. And you can see here that you receive EVAA XP plus 7 around this. If you do 5 loops, you will receive like 4, 5, 6, 7, the more loops you do. And here is you can see your EVAA XP. In rewards here, you can see your EVAA XP. You can, if you have EVA cards like Mainnet card, Boost cards, you can, or you have Telegram gifts, even you can boost your EVAA XP. For example, you had plus 7, and now you can multiply it by this, and you'll get more EVA drop later. And here you can see your place, your position. A lot of participants now. We have around 34,000 people who participate in the airdrop. Yeah, so yeah, pay attention to it too as an extra yield. Yeah.
Speaking of the extra field and what's coming next, we do have some questions from the community. And the first one, of course, is related to the new boom, which are kind of a boom, Telegram gifts. So recently you have implemented them to EVA, and the question is, are there any other gifts coming soon on the horizon?
So from our side, as I just mentioned, we try to support the Telegram initiative with allowing people who buy Telegram gifts get more exposure to better interest rate, better yields on EVA. And this is why we do bonuses with the reward section. In terms of if we will add more collections which will give you a bonus, this is not public, but we are thinking of different ones, so maybe it will take and we'll do this. However, this is not 100% guarantee. If you have in your mind and if you want to add to the bonuses some collections, write us which you want. We're open to receiving the feedback from the community, and we will pay attention to it. However, one good requirement is that we are not adding collections which are very easy to get. So it's more like a private collections which are a little more expensive on the floor price, so we can have a entry level here.
Speaking of the Q2, Q3, so the new times are here to come. What is coming next from you?
Yeah, the next two quarters will be very, very filling. Actually, we plan to do TGE for EVA. We plan to integrate layer 2s as TAC, for example, which is uh, which is very anticipated, in my opinion, to bring more liquidity, to bring EVM apps as well to TON through layer 2. We will integrate different technical stuff which we will be upgrading the Oracle safety system. We will do, let me think, we will do more audits. So pay attention, which are also what I was talking about earlier, where we also pay attention to the security, and we pay a lot of money to the auditors to be more secure, to provide our users, to you guys, more security, so you can less worry about your funds on the protocol. We will add likely new modes for lending and borrowing. I will not tell you more, but we will give more opportunities to the lenders and borrowing, and in terms of assets as well. For example, you'll see very soon FIVA and we will support FIVA, and this is new DeFi protocol which is coming. The announce will be very soon, and we will support it. They will support us, and you will get even more exposure to different yield strategies. At the same time, we talk to other DeFi projects in Tone who are building on us to explore it even further. So it's always a cycle of trying to bring more and better yield. I would say the thing which a lot of people from the community anticipate is Athena appearing on Tone and giving more yield. Sorry for repeating, but I think Athena is like top 3 protocols, DeFi protocols right now in all chains, like having 6 billion TVL. So if Athena comes, and I hope it does, we will support it as well, giving the TON users access to good interest rate through Telegram mini app and your lovely phone. So this is, I will not spoiler too much, but hopefully these updates already sound exciting.
Yeah, like I'm trying not to spoiler too much, but you guys already heard a lot. Well,
Yes.
exciting times are coming for sure, not only to you, but for the whole Tone ecosystem and community. I'm personally looking forward to much for it. Last but not the least, my favorite question to ask guests sometimes and the ones who speak. So I would love to hear 5 reasons from you why you're building here right now. It can be anything, it can be a sentence, it can be a word, but it should be something that comes first to your mind. So, 5 reasons why you're here, why you're building, and why you're building on Tone.
So when we say we build on Ton, I should say we also build on Telegram, and we really focus on saying that EVA is #1 Lightning protocol on Telegram and Ton, and we build it to make DeFi simple. So our goal, very practical. We want provide DeFi, want provide uh, let's say not banking, because banking word sounds very conservative, I guess, but experience where your money can work for you on your phone, in your mini app, in Telegram, in your messenger, which you use every day to day. So you have your money working for you in your messenger, and you don't worry about it too much. So you're not losing your money because of the inflation, and you compensate it with some uh, smart yield which you get from us, Tonstakers, and all these combinations. So this is, I think, the main reason which comes to my mind. And Telegram and Ton are very unique for each other. After recent announcement, after Ton became solely a blockchain for Telegram, and I think this is important thing to note, because other chains will lack this. So this is the main thing.
And we are wrapping up the session with the very last words from you, Alex. Is there a message to the world you would like to say and share?
Yeah, the message I would like to say is to try. I already on some stream told this, but as always, we need to repeat for people to remember. Try to experiment with DeFi. Try bit by bit, not put every penny, your every dollar to one protocol to DeFi. Try small, try smart, differentiate your assets. Try our protocol, try Tonstakers, try liquidity pools, but do it wisely, because uh, don't go for like insane yields, 100%, 50%, because usually the more yield you receive, the riskier it is. And if we talk about like some good yield for with incentives, it's not maybe that risky, but it's not for a long time. And here we talk about the strategies which will go forever until Ton is alive. So try small, try bit by bit. Don't put everything in one basket. Differentiate and think with your mind how you can beat the inflation, beat the economy, and get your money work for you.
Simple like that. If you do not try, you never know, and you are still very early on Tone. Thank you, Alex, for joining us today. I'm looking forward to speak to you soon, and I'm looking forward to see what the future brings in Q2, Q3. Some of you already heard some spoilers, so the future is bright, and we are the one who's building it. Thank you so much, Alex, for being with us today.
Yeah, thanks a lot for inviting. Was very grateful to explore and share these gems. And thanks for the audience to listening to us.